Okay, in this video I'm going to explain the idea behind lab 4, which is model selection. I'm going to explain for you the switch and the ternary operator, which is called the conditional expression. So look here at the switch. The switch, we use it to do some selection for some values for some variables, and it's different from the nested if in two things. First, that I cannot check my variable if it is within intervals, if more than one interval, and depending on that we'll do some execution for some statements. And the other thing, that the variable that I'm trying to check here, which is called the selector, it should be only of integral data types. What do I mean by integral? It means integer, character, or boolean. So those are the two main differences between the switch and between the nested if. Now regarding the structure of the switch, you need to put the word switch, then your selector is within brackets. Again, what's the selector? It is the variable that I'm trying to check. I want to check its equality with those labels here in the cases. So if you look here, another thing, which are the cases. So I'm trying, as I told you, to check if the selector equals the labels in each case. If the selector equals the label, we are going to execute the statements in that case. Something else that you need to understand about the switch, having those breaks. Those breaks, whenever I have statements here and I execute it, after that I find the break, it means just I will get out of the switch structure. And remember, the compiler understands that the starting of the switch by this first in curly bracket, it knows the ends of it by having this curly bracket. And the last new thing in the switch is having this default. This default is like the last else in the nested if. And just we are going to execute the statements under the default if the selector is not equal to any of the labels in the other cases. And having it in the code is optional, and it depends on the application problem that you are solving. And even the last break here for the default also, it is optional. And an example about this, which is in question 1. So if you look here at this code, let's trace it together. Here we have an integer variable called year code. I need to get it from the user, which represents the year name. So if the user, for example, he entered 1, I need to display freshman. If it is 2, I want to print sophomore. So in general, we want to print the level of the year, or the level of the student he is in which year of the university. So as you see here, the year code is integer, so my selector here is of data type integer. So if the user, for example, here he entered 1, so the compiler just will try to select which statement under which case to execute. So if the year code, I will check, is it equal to 1? If yes, just I will go to assign this value freshman to another variable called year name, which already I declared as a string. And a break. What do I mean by break? So which means that I will get out of the switch. After I get out of the switch, I have this code here to execute, cout year name. So in case the user he entered 1, we said that we saved freshman in year name. So what I will display here easily is freshman. So, but if the user, for example, he entered 4, so the compiler, what it will do, it will check first, is it equal to 1? No. So just it will go to case 2. Is the year code equals 2? No. Is it equal to case 3? No. Is it equal to case 4? Yes. So I will assign senior to the variable year name. And then I have a break, so I will get out of the switch. I will come here to see out the year name. So actually it was saved in year name as senior, so I will display senior. Now if we remove the break statement, let's say from here, and our user he entered 2. So if the user he entered 2, first I will assign sophomore to year name. But look here now, we don't have a break. If you don't have a break, it means that you will go to the next statement in the next case, even if we know that the user he did not enter 3. But because we remove the break, we are going to do that. So when we come here, we are going to update whatever in the year name. So in the memory now, I don't have sophomore, I will have junior. Then I have a break, which means again to get out of the switch. So I will come here again to display whatever was saved in the year name. So what was saved in the year name, it was junior. So only I will display junior. So remember, in case I don't have a break, it means I will execute all the statements in this case and in the next cases until I find a break. But what will be displayed for me here? Only junior. Why? Because it was the last value updated in year name. This is all about the switch. I hope that you got the idea. Good luck.